Everyone, welcome back to Tesh Talk. And first things first, yes, I did get a haircut. I look human again. Let me know what you think in the comments. And massive shout out to Sammy for getting that sorted out for me. Now, today I'm kicking off something I'm pretty excited about. It's a brand new series which I'll be calling Behind the Track. The idea is simple enough. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my music and show you how each track came to life. We'll look at where the inspiration came from, how the track evolved, the production process, well, essentially plugins, and the little decisions along the way that help shape the final version. A lot of people only hear the finished version of the record, but there's usually a whole story that goes behind it. Any producer will know that sometimes things go exactly how you plan it, and sometimes they just go completely off the rails. So if you've ever wondered what goes into making one of my records, or you're just curious about my creative process, you're in the right place. Alright, enough talking, and let's go behind the track. So in 2018 I released this track, titled Coatnoise, and I'll just bring this over here, and you can have a bit of a, if you've already heard the track, great, it's available on all streaming platforms, I'll put a link down below, but this is my version, which I released in 2018. Let me know what you think. So there you have it. I haven't heard that for quite some time actually, so it's interesting to hear that again. So that's my track, which is a cover called Coatnoise, which I released in 2018, as you can see on the screen. Damien Harris, fun fact, is the owner and creator and founder, I guess, of Skint Music Records in the UK, based out in Brighton. Now, if you're already familiar with Skint, Skint is the label that's responsible for some of the big names in the early 2000s for the big beat what do you call it? Breakbeat, I guess. The big beat boutique sort of sound. The big beat, I guess they call it, the big beat sound. And you've got artists such as Fatboy Slim, Left Field, Express 2, Dave Clark, some of these big name producers that shaped some of the sounds of over the last 15, 20 years. As you can see here, the inspiration for my remix and cover this track here, Coatnoise. Now, I won't play the track because I don't want to get slammed by copyright. But what I did was, to give you an idea of how I came up with the original idea, was like, I got this track on vinyl many, many years ago. I was at a record shop in the CBD, I think it was. And it was probably early 2000s. It would have been maybe 2002, 2003 maybe. I got this in the shop. And I loved it. I was just playing it at house parties and friends' places and just play it at home. I wasn't really in the club scene back then, but I was playing this a lot. I would describe this track as like hypnotic techno, groovy beats, just pulsating rhythm, but the Dave Clark remix just amped that up. It's faster in terms of BPM, and it just kind of like almost like a ravey sort of, I don't know, just aggressive. I wouldn't say ravey, I'd say like an aggressive sort of sound, but just, I'll put a link down below and let me know your thoughts, but it's a killer tune. Killer tune nonetheless. So what happened was, many years down the track, I think 2017, 2018, I was just playing my records at home, just having a beer or two, just having a bit of a jam by myself. And I thought, man, I could probably do a remix of this. So what happened next was I really started stewing on the idea of maybe I could do like an electro house sort of fresh take on a classic track. So I contacted Damien Harris, and I emailed him, and then I didn't know if I'd get a response, but he responded back, and we had a nice friendly exchange, and he was very supportive of the idea of doing a remix, and he says, just have fun with it, go for it. He did say, I think one of his mates was also going to be doing some work on a remix in the future, but I think there's a couple of remixes came out in 2022, I think. But anyway, it was awesome. I sent it back to him, and he really liked what I did to the track. Now, I couldn't use the original sample that he used in the original version of his record, but as you can see on my screen here, it was from Elvis Costello, Blame It on Kane. Now, I won't play it because I don't want to get flagged for copyright, but there's a little sample in here, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out until I asked him. I said, hey Damien, what was the sample that you used? And he said, oh yeah, this is the sample, and you can have a look here. And I thought that was really cool that he explained it to me and the track that he used, and that was pretty much how I came up with the idea. It was just, the idea was already, I just wanted to do a fresh take, and it was one of my earlier tracks. I really had a lot of fun with that one. The synths that I used in that particular track were, Silent was a lot of it, and I think from memory I may have used Serum, I think, for some of the bass lines. Definitely with some samples in there as well, by glitching the vocals, by playing around with the pitch, speeding it up, lowering it down a couple of octaves. So there you have it. That's the idea behind the track, and I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you. See ya.